Okay, just wanted to touch base and actually show, go ahead and turn this on. One thing I actually discovered with the Revo Scan software is it's something I stumbled across. Most of the people that actually use the application, when they're trying to scan, you notice your tracking actually being kind of jittery. Also, when it's meshing and fusing, it's kind of really slow and it takes a while for it to complete. Um, I do have a pretty high-end, it's an older laptop, but it has an i7, 16 gigs of RAM. It does have a 4 gigabyte graphics card, which actually has up to 8 gigabytes of memory, but it's 4 gigabytes dedicated. So what I was discovering is I'm showing my screen here, and what we're going to do is I'm actually going to just do a quick scan. And I'm going to try to keep this valid. So what I want to stress is if you see this right here, this is my actual dedicated AMD graphics card. But if you see here, this is the built-in Windows HD graphics card. Um, Without actually taking any additional steps, Windows will default to your HD graphics, integrated graphics, and I believe that's causing some of the issues. So we'll quickly just randomly try to scan something. As we can see, I'm not going to adjust anything. I'm not going to try to get a super scan. I'm just going to go over to the data. But of course, your task manager probably dropped off, but let me see if I can pop that back up. If you look, I'm actually at 56%, 59%. I'm going to go ahead and stop this. As you can see, it's obviously not using my AMD graphics card. So I'll actually show how I actually discovered it. And most people actually know this, but there is a way that you can actually force this actually to take over. So this is where I was discovering that it's a lot of the tasks on this workstation was taking a lot longer than it should. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and minimize this screen. And I'm going to go ahead and stop this mesh. Let's go ahead and complete it. And then I'm just going to try to do a fusion. Now, I'm not going to do a mesh also, but just, and this is a terrible scan. Again, I'm purposely trying to show the faults of what I'm trying to troubleshoot. My CPU is being pegged. The memory, I think it probably could use a little bit more priority in actually completing these meshes, but yes, my CPU is processing. So the fusion is complete. So again, what I'm stressing is the GPU. The primary GPU is actually the built-in integrated graphics, which is very weak and not as powerful as your standalone. So most people that are using a laptop for scanning, you're likely in the same default range. I have other applications like actually other scanning utilities that actually will give you the option automatically. It detects the graphics card. You can select that option so it can take precedence and actually have um, full resolution and all your power that you paid for on your laptop. You can default that. So I like to point out one thing that I actually discovered, what caused, well, what actually pointed me out to it at first was I was trying to use another application called MeshLab. So MeshLab is a really nice utility. It's free. So this is what I actually use to align most of my scans with other applications. I haven't used it in a while on this computer, so that's what actually caught my eye is you can't probably see my big old head right here, but let's go ahead and move me over here. Um, it says unrecognized card. I did everything in the registry settings. I did anything that I can think of that would be causing this issue. So I'll show you how to fix this. So let's go ahead and close out MeshLab, minimize this. You're going to want to go to your desktop, right click here, you're going to go to display settings. Under display settings, you're going to scroll down to graphics settings. Oh, this is very important. This is actually what's going to allow to do it. So if you see, I already have two applications. I have Fusion Launcher, which is Fusion 360, and Mesh Mixer. These are both AutoCAD, I guess the parent company, Autodesk applications. So I navigated to that directory. So what you're going to want to do is we're going to find that application. Yes, so the Autodesk applications, I have Fusion and Mesh Mixer. So what you want to do is, what I like to do is I go to locate where my directory for my Revo Scan is. So I can just quickly navigate to here, and every computer is wherever you installed it, but Revo Scan. So I'm going to show you what this is actually going to do. We're going to select this application. We're going to add it. And now we have options we can apply. So the options, I would like to not let Windows decide. This is actually our problem right here. Is the Windows taking precedence and selecting this graphics card, your built-in graphics card. You want to actually select this. Okay, so that's your high performance. I'm selecting my AMD Fire Pro. So now that I've selected that, now we should be able to reopen this application. Oh, actually there was one more thing, so I can quickly show you that it's actually taking precedence. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to do my Mesh Mixer too, because that one's actually showing right away what we need to look for. So let me browse, and let me find my Mesh Mixer, Mesh Lab. Sorry. Just trying to navigate to that location on my other monitor. Unfortunately, my scan, my screen recording utility will not let me display multiple monitors. Okay, so Mesh Lab. I'm going to go ahead and add Mesh Lab. So same deal. I'm going to go to Options and select High Performance. Now, remember when I just opened that up, and this is how quickly it works. You don't have to restart your computer. I do recommend you restart your computer, but I'm just going to open up Mesh Lab right now. And noticed, look at that. I have memory available. Now I can actually load a pretty large STL or point cloud and move that data around. Before, it was dragging so far that once I loaded a mesh from the mini, it would pretty much crash or it'd just be unresponsive. And I could not figure out what was causing it. I never paid attention to that it was not recognizing the graphics card. It did before. I don't know if it was a Windows update or a service pack installation that caused this to switch default. But I didn't have this issue before. But this is what actually made me discover that it might be the possible issue. So now that I have RevoScan up, of course, we did see that that didn't seem like it was taxing the system too much. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. Okay. Now I have Task Manager. I'm going to try to see if I can have this to where this stays minimized. And then I'm going to go ahead and open up RevoScan again. And I have to drag it off to my secondary monitor because my main monitor is actually 4K. So the utility doesn't want to function correctly. So, all right, so we'll just use this. So again, I'm hand scanning, and I'm not trying to make this look good. So don't knock the scanner at this point. But now that you can actually see, this guy is actually doing some work. Before, this one was like 40, 50, and this is from here. So now let's go ahead and do another scan. High accuracy, whatever. Okay, now we should, if this actually worked correctly, we should see this guy start pegging. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start the scan. And I can already see that it seems like it's tracking much better. Like if you see that, it looks like it's doing a lot better than it was a minute ago. Even though I was trying to do it one hand and work a mouse at the same time. But look at the tracking on this. So much better. I'm gonna go ahead and stop that. But I wasn't paying attention, but I'm sure this was pegging a lot more. I can already see that, it's starting to heat up. But we can see that the scan looks to be a lot better. It's a lot more responsive. But I did see that before I did some of the tweaks. Now, full disclaimer, once I discovered this and I enabled it for some applications, I left. I did not remove Fusion 360 from there. And I think it does have some background installations because before I had any applications in those graphics options, um, this guy was sitting idle, like 1%, while this thing was pegging at 60. Now I may have done that in the Autodesk because I use Fusion 360 often. It may have some background services to where it kind of, this is not as drastic as what I first saw when I first turned it on. So I just want to stress that. All right, so let's go ahead and I have my full 0.2. Let's see. Of course, I mean, I don't think the GPU is actually doing any of the processing. It looks like it's still pegging my CPU. So, okay. I didn't see that, but I did see that scanning is actually usable now. And again, like Mesh Lab, I could not use that application at all. It was just lagging because my other scanners are a little bit lower resolution, so the STLs are probably like 50 or 60 megabytes, maybe 200 megabytes for pretty large files, whereas the Mini can have this little guy at 250 megabytes. And when you're trying to align multiple point clouds, this would peg the system. So I'm still letting this thing fuse, and my scanner is off. I don't see anything turning on with this guy. Um, I really wish they would make sure that this would turn off with a button, but it's not. So we're going to go ahead and let this complete. Looks like it's still. This was one of my other complaints. It did seem like this takes quite a bit of time, especially with only 258 frames. I made a few posts that people were saying, "No, it's crazy that you're." Of course, when it's about close to be finished, my blue light kicks back on. So, yeah, I mean that's not a perfect scan. I'm gonna go ahead and just do standard mesh and see if this processes really quickly. Um, Usually when I'm scanning a carport or a turbo or any of my, you know, applications that I would be using it for, I have easily like 2,000 to 3,000 frames. So this process takes 20 minutes. People are saying that that's crazy. Well, I'm not scanning a bust. I'm scanning turbo housings or both sides of hubcaps, or there's various items that I'm working on that it takes a lot of frames. I wish there was a way that you can force the application not to take frames. I did have a Creality Scan Lizard, and this Creality Scan Lizard, when it's scanning, if it doesn't detect a movement, even though it's in high frame rate, it's not counting off 10 frames per second every second. It knows that nothing has moved. So it'll sit there and it'll stay at 1. And then I move it slightly, it goes, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It will start counting off then the frames. But if I stop, it had enough logic to go, hey, this guy ain't moving. Whereas this guy, if you walk away or you're like trying to get your lighting right and not paying attention because you've moved the scanner over, yeah, you're counting off a couple hundred scans really easily. So yeah, this looks pretty decent for a hand scan, not even really trying while I'm trying to do a recording. So again, I will probably type up instructions, but I think this is going to be helpful for a lot of people. I believe there's a lot of people that don't use the fusion settings. They just click on the button. They're using auto fusion settings. I believe the people that are doing that are also the same people like me. I'm at work in IT. I should have picked up on this. I didn't. Again, because like my other scan utilities, they gave me an option. Well, I guess because you're paying a high price for them, they're saying you need to squeeze every bit of it out of it. This one doesn't have that logic, and I think it could be easily implemented, but probably not. I don't know if they're going to do that, but I do suggest RevoPoint um, probably put some type of logic to where you can detect a secondary graphics card and have an option to select that as priority, or if not, just actually have a pop-up and said, hey, we detected a secondary graphic card. You need to go to your settings and turn that on. And it's quick, you can do it, and you don't even actually have to do a reboot. Again, I, I mean, I will come back and I'll hit scan again, and let's just see if the graphics card comes back up. This is actually a real good test because look, it picked back up. I'm at 10%. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's tracking. Yeah. Again, I am actually seeing things. And now I did see it peg like 40 or 50 when I was first using it. But I think I was scanning something larger. And this may be very valid because 10% of this GPU, which it being up to, 8 gigabytes of shared memory and 4 gigabytes dedicated, I believe this guy, well, okay. So the standard GPU is 8 gigabytes, but it's using my RAM. So, but it's like a DirectX. It's the integrated graphics card, so it's not a standalone graphics card. It's what you should be using. This is where your horsepower is. So from that, I think that should help some people. And if you don't mind, like and subscribe. I'll try to put new videos when I can. Thank you.